Joe Cole issues Lille warning to Chelsea after Blues draw French champions for a second time in Champions League farce. Joe Cole had warned Chelsea they faced a tough test against Lille in their Champions League last 16 clash. During a remarkable afternoon in Nyon, Chelsea initially drew the French champions before UEFA declared the draw void after a technical problem. The draw was repeated, with Liverpool and Real Madrid among the sides to emerge with tougher tests against Inter Milan and Paris Saint-Germain, having originally been paired with RB Salzburg and Benfica respectively. Luck was on Chelsea's side however, as they were drawn with Lille once again, avoiding European giants despite finishing second in the group. Even though Chelsea appeared to get the best draw on paper, Cole, who spent a season with Lille during his playing days, feels they are not a team to be taken lightly. Chelsea will be very, very happy with that, but I'd put a word of caution on that because Lille are a very exciting, strong, aggressive team, Cole told BT Sport. They have nothing to lose. Chelsea are the champions and are the hunted. When Lille play, it can be one hell of an atmosphere. It's going to be a tough one. They're probably breathing a sigh of relief to avoid Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, and I get that, but you can't discount this Lille team. Lots of good, young players who will be fearless, so Chelsea must be wary of an upset. Roman Abramovich is very interested in Eden Hazard's sensational Chelsea return. Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich is very interested in bringing Belgian Eden Hazard back to the club in a sensational return from Real Madrid, according to reports. The 30-year-old left the club in 2019 but has struggled since joining the Spanish side. As per Super Deport via Sport Witness, Abramovich is interested in bringing the Chelsea legend back to Stamford Bridge. This comes after reports that Real Madrid would be willing to sell the winger for a mere fee of £21 million, as West Ham and Everton are interested in the Belgian. Chelsea have been linked with a move for their former player in the past and could finally make a move to bring him back to the club in January. Los Blancos manager Carlo Ancelotti has recently admitted that Hazard could leave Spain in January, as he said, "Never in my career as a coach have I forced a player to stay when they want to leave." Hazard featured 352 times for Chelsea in his 7 years at the club. He amassed 110 goals and 92 assists in blue and is widely regarded as one of the most talented players to have ever worn the shirt. He won 2 Premier League titles, 2 Europa Leagues, an FA Cup and a League Cup before his move to Madrid, with his final game for the club coming in the 4-1 win over Arsenal in Baku, with the Belgian scoring a brace. Chelsea defender Thiago Silva has agreed to extend his stay with the club for the next couple of seasons. The Brazilian's current deal expires at the end of the campaign, but the hierarchy are happy to see him continue. According to Sky Italia's Angelo Mangiante, the defender has agreed terms over a renewal until June 2023. The final formalities are being completed at the moment. It is only a matter of time before the deal is announced. Silva has been a regular starter for the West London Giants since his arrival on a free transfer from PSG last year. He has been by far their most consistent centre-back. While Antonio Rudiger has impressed, Silva has been more assured. It is no-brainer to commit him to a new deal until 2023. He is already 37, but has shown no signs of slowing down yet. The Blues may still need to sign a new centre-back next summer, with Rudiger potentially leaving on a free transfer. Real Madrid emerge as favourites for Antonio Rudiger after positive talks, amid Chelsea standoff. Spanish giants Real Madrid have emerged as favourites to sign Antonio Rudiger on a free transfer next summer after holding positive talks with the defender. The 28-year-old is out of contract at the end of the season, and despite being in fine form for the Blues, Chelsea have not made progress in his contract talks. As per Jacob Steinberg, the German has held talks with Real Madrid and these have gone well regarding a summer move. Rudiger is yet to make any progress on his contract with Chelsea as the club deal with uncertainty in talks with Cesar Azpilicueta, Andreas Christensen and Thiago Silva too. It was previously reported that Rudiger had moved closer to the exit door at Stamford Bridge as Real Madrid looked for an informal agreement. Now talks have taken place and look positive. It looks like Rudiger will leave the club for the Spanish side at the end of the season. He wants around £200,000 a week, but Chelsea aren't prepared to match the German's wishes, falling well short, which leaves his future at Stamford Bridge incredibly uncertain. Blues head coach Thomas Tuchel has made his stance clear over Rudiger's future, wanting him to remain at the club. "The situation is the situation," admitted Tuchel last month. "We want him to stay, this is very clear and he knows it. But sometimes in these situations, there is a certain delay and, obviously, there is a delay in these talks and his decision. It can happen these days, but it does not affect his mentality, it doesn't affect his quality, it doesn't affect his behavior. He is fully committed to Chelsea right now, and I am absolutely sure he feels the trust, respect and love from the club and spectators." Chelsea forward Christian Pulisic would welcome potential loan move to Barcelona. Chelsea forward Christian Pulisic would welcome a potential loan move to Barcelona, according to reports. The US men's international missed out on 7 weeks of action at the beginning of the season due to an ankle injury and has since struggled to break into Thomas Tuchel's starting 11. Due to Chelsea's wealth of attacking options, Pulisic may benefit from a loan move elsewhere. As per El Mundo Deportivo, Pulisic would welcome a move to Barcelona, if they were to inquire about a loan move in the upcoming January transfer window. Xavi's side are in desperate need of reinforcing their squad following a run of poor results that has seen them drop to 18 points behind rivals Real Madrid in La Liga. Pulisic, who has already spent 3 years playing football in Germany for Borussia Dortmund, is well accustomed to playing football abroad and a move may benefit him. He has only made 6 league appearances this season so far, 4 of which have come from the substitute bench. Barcelona have also shown interest in Cesar Azpilicueta and Antonio Rudiger, who are both out of contract at the end of the current season. They appear to be leading the race for Azpilicueta's signature of all the clubs interested, while Rudiger looks set to join the likes of Real Madrid, should either of them leave. AC Milan working to sign Chelsea's Andreas Christensen in January. AC Milan are working to sign Chelsea defender Andreas Christensen in January, according to reports in Italy. The Dane's current contract expires at the end of the season, with him yet to sign an extension. As per Fabrizio Romano vis Sempre Milan, AC Milan have been working to try and convince Christensen to leave Chelsea and try a new experience in Italy. The Milan side were previously reported to be interested in signing the 25-year-old, as they will be without key defender Simon Kjaer for the rest of the season due to him suffering an ACL injury. And now Romano has stated that Milan have approached Chelsea in the last few days, willing to pay in January to sign Christensen. The Danish international is top of the list, along with other stars. However, AC Milan believe that Christensen will sign a new deal at Chelsea as the Blues remain calm and positive, with clubs waiting to see if the player could be tempted to leave. There is a good relationship between Milan and Chelsea, as the Rossoneri brought in Fikayo Tomori from the Blues in the summer following a long loan deal that saw him make 22 appearances for the side over the second half of last season before signing Olivier Giroud later in the summer. Chelsea boss Thomas Tuchel has been eager for his Danish defender to sign an extension to his current contract, firing a message to the 25-year-old that he must walk the talk. "We are waiting a long time now for confirmation. It's on Andreas to act how he acts on the pitch, off the pitch, and walk the talk," he said. "He tells us he loves Chelsea, that he wants to stay and be a big part, because he is a big part of a big club." Sam Allardyce warns Conor Gallagher he could go backwards, like Jesse Lingard at Man United following Chelsea return. Former England manager Sam Allardyce has warned Conor Gallagher he could go backwards, like Jesse Lingard at Manchester United when he returns to Chelsea. Asked what Gallagher should do next summer, Allardyce told TalkSport, "Well, I wouldn't spend too long there if I don't get into the first team. I'd want to come back and give it a go, and I think on his form at the moment, and you have to bear in mind now he made his England debut, he's an England international. He would want to go back and try and get in the team, but I think if you do that, you've got to play enough first team games, because if you don't you can easily fall backwards like Jesse Lingard." Staying at Man United I think has been a bad choice for him because he's not been selected. While at West Ham he was one of the best goal-scoring midfield players in the Premier League in his time there. Now he's sitting on the bench at Man United. So you have to be very careful on your choices at the right time, and if you're playing as much football as Conor's playing now, and enjoying it more than ever with Palace, then you want to continue that. If that's not at Chelsea, it can certainly be somewhere else in the Premier League, I'm sure. Crystal Palace boss and Arsenal legend Patrick Vieira hailed humble Gallagher after his brace helped the Eagles down Everton over the weekend. I am not surprised at all, and Conor is not the kind of person who will be too busy, Vieira said. He wants to improve, he is really humble, is working hard, and the challenge for him is to maintain that level to fulfill his expectation. Today he was fantastic, and I think when the team play at that level as well, it allows him and some of the players in the team to express themselves.
That is on Chelsea News today. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye and see you by tomorrow news.